So I wanted to start this video off with something good. Jeremy Renner, the man who plays Hawkeye in the MCU, is doing better. So he has regained consciousness. Here he is in the hospital, letting people know that he's doing okay, and he's thankful for all the kind words, and he sends love to everyone. So that's the best update I can give you, the fact that he'll probably be okay. We have some details for what happened, because I was kind of curious. How did he get in this accident with the snowplow? And it turns out he was helping someone who was stranded. There was a stranded motorist. He came in and was trying to help him, and then something happened where I'm guessing that thing ran him over. So he was trying to do something good, and unfortunately, something awful happened. But thankfully, it looks like he's going to be okay. Hopefully nothing that's going to damage him for life. Hopefully there's a full recovery. But at least he's okay. So that's where we're at right now with that. I've been updating this story as more things come out, and I will let you know if anything else happens. Now, let's get to some MCU stuff. Variety put this out today. Box office predictions for 2023. Will Tom Cruise, Super Mario, and Bear on Some Stuff save movie theaters? Now, sure things. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is in there. I have no doubt this movie makes a lot of money. How much money? I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if it makes $1 billion. This is probably the safest sure bet you could put on the list. Spider-Man Across the Universe, or Spider-Verse, probably going to do okay. That movie probably has a small budget like the first one did, so I'd imagine it's going to do well. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is on there as well, and they've also got Megan on there. I don't know much about this movie. Not sure, but a lot of people are saying it's going to be great. So we'll see. Then they got safe bets. The Super Mario Brothers movie, I agree. That's a safe bet. That's going to make a lot of money. Fast X, going to make a lot of money. Little Mermaid, I don't know. But then again, who knows? I think the soundtrack will definitely be a top seller. Maybe it'll do well. I don't know. Usually when you have a YouTube trailer that's one of the most disliked, you can think back to Ghostbusters, usually they don't do well. However, as they point out here, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Aladdin all did pretty good. So, I don't know. I would put this more under a question mark. But Barbie's also on there as a safe bet. And then question marks, they've got that Bear movie, Dungeons and Dragons, Hunger Games, and Wonka. Biggest Risks, Transformers, The Flash, and Wish, and Killers of the Flower Moon. Why did I go over all of this? Well, I just wanted to point out one movie is missing from this list completely, and that's that's The Marvels. I almost said Robot Chicken. I'll get to that in a second, because as you can see on there, Robot Chicken and SheHulk scriptwriter writing MCU's The Marvels. Now, this is funny. So, The Marvels is not on that list. Not on that list. This movie, I do believe, is going to be a disaster. Heard some really interesting rumors about this movie. One, that it's a musical. I don't know if that's true. Apparently, Brie Larson's Carol Danvers is engaged to some dude who lives on a planet where everyone sings. I don't know if that's true or not. I kind of hope it is, because I think this movie is going to be a disaster. I think it's going to be an awful movie. We have another example of failing upward, too, by the way. A SheHulk script writer and a Robot Chicken writer. It's this guy right here. I actually know who this is. This is Zeb Wells. He actually writes comics, too. He's writing Spider-Man right now, and it's not very good. It's some of the worst Spider-Man I've read in a long time, to be honest. He's another mediocre comic book writer, and now he's writing a movie. He also wrote, I believe, episode 3. I thought they had it in here. He wrote some stuff for WandaVision and Loki. Well, here, I'll just read this. Via an unofficial press release, the studio has confirmed that it has 4 writers who have penned the sequel script. WandaVision's Megan McDonnell, director Nia DaCosta, Loki's Eliza Karsak, and She-Hulk attorney-at-law's Zeb Wells. Wells is an Emmy and Annie award-winning writer and director for the TV show Robot Chicken, including the Emmy-nominated Robot Chicken Star Wars Episode 2. This is interesting to me. Why is there a comedy writer on? Well, actually, let me take that back, because Marvel puts a lot of comedy in their shit now. Like, the best comedies are Marvel movies. That's where we're at as a culture now. But writing for She-Hulk, that's not a good sign to me. So this came from The Direct. Marvel Studios announces Robot Chicken writer for 2023 movie. This movie's already written. Why are they announcing this now? Why is this coming out now? This is a strange thing to put out now. It's not coming out. This isn't a late article. January 2nd, 2023 is when this dropped, apparently. How Captain Marvel 2 will improve upon the first movie. Zeb Wells' addition to the Marvel stellar list of writers clearly indicates that the Captain Marvel sequel will be funnier than the first movie. That's not a hard bar to change. That's not a hard bar to jump over. Not a very high bar. What are you talking about? Because the first one's not funny. The first one's an awful movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's a trash movie. Granted, there are still comedic elements in the Brie Larson-led solo superhero flick. Many would agree that it didn't stand out, and I agree 100%. Robot Chicken is best known for its hilarious sketches, and Wells being on board for the Marvels may hit at some wacky antics might be in the cards for the sequel's main trio. Wells already proved his comedic prowess when he joined the writer's room for She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law. Oh, yeah, the hilarious She-Hulk. And his knack for humor will be further showcased in the Marvels. In the Infinity Saga, there were glimpses of Carol Danvers' comedic side. There were, but it wasn't shown that much. The Marvels could fix this issue and allow fans to see a different side of the Cosmic Avenger ahead of her next team-up with Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Marvel is set to premiere in theaters on July 28th, 2023. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that movie. Holy shit. So that's where we're at now. She-Hulk writer. I didn't know he was in the actual writer's room for that show. I didn't know they had any dudes writing it, but apparently he was. I don't know if he was there the whole time or just one episode, but you're telling me that that's his heights of comedy? Because Robot Chicken had a shitload of writers. So that's not just his baby. But I think the Marvels is going to be a disaster. I think it's going to poorly perform in the theaters, for sure. Very, very bad for poor old Marvel. We'll see what happens. But this is a hilarious development. No wonder it was an unofficial press release because they don't want to attach She-Hulk to the Marvels. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.